failed so I could beat like 4 games on stream. What were the 4 games I beat on stream recently? Black Flag. What else? Oh, we played a bunch of Gears. But like Black Flag and a couple other things. Because I gotta get to Fire Emblem. So that's the only reason why I'm kind of like putting in the extra hustle. Because I legitimately have to be done with Fire Emblem by the 17th. And I know that's gonna, like, it would be one thing if I was playing this shit like 8 hours a day. But I'm not, and I'm just gonna try to beat, you know, I gotta fucking work my ass off.
Da, 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 da.
I don't know what this is talking about. I'm playing ZA, apparently.
I don't know, are you?
No, I'm not, but I have to see what the hell am I doing in ZA. Am I just standing around Lumios? Because if I am, I can quit it. Yep. Yeah! Damn. Okay. Try to beat Pokemon. I have about 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I saw the Gamescom shit. There wasn't much.
I told you. There were like 2 things. I tagged you in the Exodus shit. But that's like
Nah, I saw the Exodus shit. It looks funny.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't
it's better
trust
than
it.
the Cube.
Sure, but I just don't trust any of this shit anymore. Like that's just kind of where I am with all this. I just don't trust any of these fucking companies. You'll buy their game and it'll be fucking the DEI Expressway. And then it'll be terrible. And then I'll be told that it's actually the coolest heckin' thing ever, which is sad because usually when I see games that are really cool on Twitter, it's games that then proceed to not sell because the only marketing that they did was on Twitter, and it wasn't even from them. It was from literally randoms who were just playing it just to, you know, do whatever. And so I just end up feeling bad, man. I'm just like, damn, you know how cool it would be? What? What the fuck? Bro, can I go live for 5 minutes without some weird shit happening? Alright. You're banned. Unbelievable. So now I have to go into moderation and add this as a fucking block term. Good lord.
I'm gonna block you.
Good lord, dude, what are we? 3 minutes and 30 seconds into this stream? I'm getting fucking, you want free bots? Unreal. That's probably the most disheartening thing about being a small streamer. Awful.
Suffering.
Oh, is Raihan's rematch another double battle? Shit.
Suffering. Whoa.
Are you in a mood today?
I don't know what the fuck.
Agony. Oh. Pain. Oh.
I just want Sydney Sweetie to suck me off. Whoa.
What? Now, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Why is it a single battle, actually? That's a very good point.
Oh,
trying to
man.
play video games. He has drought. Okay, I'm changing it to hail. Fuck you.
I ate 2 of my double chocolate chip cookies here from Somni Cookies. Ugh. Not much of a dessert guy.
And this, folks, is why even though hail does damage. What the fuck? He actually says something about that? Holy shit.
No power. No power.
That's actually pretty cool. On the turn like that, he will say something. He will actively comment on it. Because I completely ruined his strategy of using Drought Torkoal, so he's cooked. Unfortunately, this is why Solar Beam sucks. Basically, the best Pokemon that use Solar Beam are like not even grass types. It's anyone who could set up Drought. Ironically, one of the best Pokemon to use Solar Beam is Mega Meganium, because Mega Meganium's ability acts like it's always sunny, regardless of the weather. They literally buffed Feraligatr and Meganium to other worlds with their abilities, but then can't turn around and do the same for This helps me, actually. She's gonna try Thunder, though. What? He's not even there! What the fuck is this? This game is glitchy as shit. Hello, Ash. Raihan, my goat? Saying Raihan, my goat gets auto-translated by YouTube into my goat's achievement. What? What language do they think she was speaking? That's crazy.
I'm
very worried about you.
Make you your own doodle bob.
No, I don't. I'm pretty sure they outlawed that in the 1860s. You know what's sad? Melanie is definitely one of the best looking gym leaders, and she's exclusive to this fucking game. Dude, they could have gotten rid of Alistair, and they could have gotten rid of Pierre's, and this region would be improved almost 1,000-fold. But it's a Pokemon game, so naturally they have to include something stupid. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. No, we don't want Body Slam. What is he sending in? I wasn't looking. Oh, it's that big thing? Oh, I should change. What is this thing even weak to? Oh, he's gonna Dynamax this. I mean, like, what am I even gonna do on it? Nail? Sure. It can't be that bad, right? That is so loud. I like how it just almost maxes out the waveforms. Here, I'll turn down the music a little bit. It's ridiculous. Why are my waveforms bottoming out? It's really weird. Didn't this shit get an evolution or something? So would Dynamaxing Duraludon even work anymore? Didn't it get an evolution? Yeah, it doesn't have like Arcaludon or something? Alright, thanks for playing, buddy.
So Chick-fil-A decided to make a new sandwich.
I have
That's
never eaten at Chick-fil-A.
One of their chicken patties in between two waffles with bacon.
I'm gonna have to eat after this, because I didn't have my protein. It sucks, but what can I do?
It's a nice, girthy protein.
I'm about to mute this dude. Alright, anyway, we'll fight Leon. I'm trying to beat this game today. I'm going on a spree of beating stream games. Yesterday we beat Black Flag, and today I'm going to try to beat this. And then I have to start literally beating the shit out of Fire Emblem, to the point I'm going to be sick of it. But that's what I'll probably play tomorrow, regardless of if I beat this or not. Anyone can beat Leon, it's you. Yay. Yay. I don't even remember what Leon's team is, but we're over leveled, so it doesn't even matter. fake Elite Four that they want you to run. But yeah, nothing's really going to replace this. I'm just going to play Fire Emblem Three Houses. Because I have a lot of ground to cover in that game, so I'm going to probably play Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Basically, every day that's not Friday or a Final Fantasy day, I'm going to play Three Houses. And I will sacrifice more days if I need to, just so I could beat it. Which, realistically, I should have probably put off some of the Resident Evil stuff, but, I mean, most of those Resident Evil streams only took a day or two. So, what's that on the big screen? Hi guys, it's Chairman Rose. I'm a fucking dipshit. I'm stupid. I'm big bad. I think it's time I brought about the darkest day for the sake of Galler's future, of course. This is that sin bullshit. Sin kills people, so I'll become sin, and therefore kill everyone, so no one will die by sin. This is the exact stupid logic, maybe even worse. You refuse to listen, Leon. You only told me you'll do it literally the day after tomorrow.
It's testy.
Yeah, because this plot sucks. This is, everyone always says, well, it's a kid's game, the plot is not supposed to be good. Brother, a lot of the kids' games I played had really good plot lines. I feel like that's such a fucking cope response. You know, outside of, Mario and shit, a lot of times, even when I was playing Pikmin, Olimar makes it very apparent that he is worked to death and he just wants to see and be with his family. It doesn't take a genius to see Pikmin as a story about overworking. And work-life balance. And probably some very Japanese-themed work ideas, right? Like that you work, and he never has a break. He never gets to do anything with his family. Probably
always go drinking with his boss.
Well, more like working with his boss, because you have to play with his boss on the final part of Pikmin 2. Which, by the way, I do want to get back to playing Pikmin 2. Because what I want to do is I want to play all my classic games again from my childhood. That includes Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon XD. Sunshine. I probably won't play Metroid because I just played that earlier this year. So I probably won't play Metroid Prime again.
I refuse to pick up those green crystals. I refuse.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever even play Prime 4 again, genuinely.
How dare they ruin Prime 4?
Well, I don't know if I would call it ruin. It just wasn't a very good game. I don't know if I would call it ruining. Ruining would imply they were nailed to the fucking wall.
What do you mean you don't agree?
I think the bigger issue is it just had a lot of design changes and development changes, and they just put too much money into it to not release it. Which ultimately, I'm glad it came out. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you yeah, it should never have come out. But it's kind of one of the lowest effort games I think I've seen get put out. You can tell that they got the game sorted out, shaped up, and then just shipped it. It's like Final Fantasy 15. It's oh, here's a really cool and interesting game, but Final Fantasy 15 is half of a video game and then a back end that doesn't really fit with anything that you just did for the last 20 hours. And that's kind of what Prime 4 is. It's hey, what the fuck did I even just do for the last 20 some hours? I don't know. Also, Ash, if you're still there, which you probably aren't, I'm happy to give you back this Rapidash, because I'm going to attach my own. God damn it. If you want this Rapidash back, I've had it for forever. Since you can't even bring it forward anywhere. What the hell? He's back. He respawned one right in my face. But yeah, neutralizing gas. The last thing I would probably do in Gen 8 is just breed and catch a bunch of, Oh my god, they fucking... I hate this fucking game, man. Just forget it. I don't even care. They killed that shit for me. Goodbye. I don't care. I'm gonna go catch the stupid Ponytas and call it a day. Like, why am I even torturing myself? Oh, I'll catch the Pokemon. Just beat the fucking game. Yeah, I think that's my biggest thing about Prime 4 is just like, it's like Halo 4. It's like any of these franchises that got to their 4th iteration. They're kind of just like, well, what was the purpose? Like, what were we really going for with this game? Like, it's not as good as the last trilogy, and I don't even think Prime 3 was like a huge knockout punch. You know, like, what was the goal here? Like, basically capitalize on the fucking Prime name one final time. Which I don't even hate necessarily, but it just... I don't know, man. Like, I used to be a fan of just games for game's sake, but if you're gonna take 50 years to release games, like 8 years to release Prime 4, which already came out almost 9 years from its previous game, like, I don't know. Like, then what's the point? Isn't that kind of counterintuitive? Like, if you want to build a brand, it's like, okay, well, let's let the brand sit, and we'll only release, like, 3 Metroid games in that time, one of which is, like, universally shit on. Like, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Couldn't I just breed Coughings in Brilliant Diamond or some shit? Oh, I don't even have a luxury ball. Oh, fuck. You can buy them for 100 watch from each random event trader. Purchase them at Winden. Okay, we gotta go back to Winden. I don't know if they will let me go back to Winden, actually. Can I? Forget it. What can I say? I just like how luxury balls look, man. Phantom Force. Also, like, I don't really get the idea of having the TM list be randomized, but... Okay. It would have been cool if Eternatus was like kind of a Ultra Beast plus, but whatever. There's 2 Pokemon born somewhere beyond the Slumbering Weald. I wonder if Pokemon Gen 10 will have voice acting. Since people keep bringing it up, they'll probably make sure to definitely not do it. Oh yeah, and I finished Engage. That was the other game I finished. Alright. See that? It's the Sword and the Shield. Said that a hero used his shield to halt a terrible disaster in ancient times but has grown rusty and worn. Alright. I thought we couldn't call it. Yeah, we can't call a flying taxi from here. What the hell? It's a bit mad. It's almost like the story doesn't even make sense. Can I go back to Winden? Am I locked here for the story? I need to do this. Thank you. It's a Pokemon game. No one's gonna care. Although I don't know why they make you go to this dude's tower. That's kind of weird. You would think they would just fly you to the Winden station, but whatever. It's like they had an idea for a region, and then they just threw on a bunch of extra stuff. Like, they just had to have a villain with the characters they introduced. Like, I don't know, man. Like, technically an open world Pokemon game should be really, 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 really good. Because you could have one of the biggest dexes, you could have tons of different environments, places to go, people to talk with, things to see, you know, mini games, whatever. And ultimately, like, it just hasn't really done that. Like, ZA has the level of detail, which would kind of be nice. Maybe just a little bit more would be really good. But that's just one city. And I don't expect every city to have the same amount of detail, right? And I don't expect every city to be huge. But even if it was, like, even if we went back to instance but big areas, as if this was like Xenoblade, I think it would just be better, personally. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with what Xenoblade does, and what Xenoblade does is not true open world, but it works, you know? Like, it's besides X, obviously, because X is, like, in a category of its fucking own, which is what I like about it so much. That's why to this day I still stand Xenoblade X, even after all these years. Okay. It should be more than enough. Wait, what? How many Ultra Balls? 9? I mean, realistically, you should buy timer balls, but I'm lazy and I don't see them anywhere. And I have all this money anyway, so you might as well just blow it, because I'm not going to use it. The primary goal is to catch a bunch of Galarian Ponytas after this. But I'm not going to do that till after we beat the story. And, like, obviously they had a good idea with the wild area, but, like, it just feels underdeveloped. It's like the Great Marsh in Gen 4. It's like the Great Marsh is a great idea. And then you realize it's basically just swamps in all 4 of its major areas. Like, a really good Safari Zone would probably have massive diversity. Like what we had in Brilliant Diamond, or sorry, in the Scarlet Violet DLC. I think that would be really good. I kind of hope it collapses on him, I'm not gonna lie. Then I'll probably have Ash trade a bunch of Pokemon from one file to another, because I don't think you can move items. So I'll get to that, and I'll ask her. It doesn't have to be anytime soon. I'm probably getting everything out of this game and just moving it to Sword. Kinda don't care, because as long as I could breed Galarian Ponyta, it doesn't really matter. I actually like that this game has two different daycares. It's actually kind of nice. Okay. He's crazy. He was able to build this massive company and do everything, and then one day he just woke up and was like, I'm insane, and I want this dude to destroy everything. It's just not even good villain writing. And look, people clown on Seymour all the fucking time too. So like, could you give any sympathy for Rose at all? Seymour is seen almost comically because what he wants to do and how he goes about it are almost completely at odds. I mean, he's just basically kind of a murderer with more steps. And with a reasonable cope for why he does it. Alright, we need to put Walrein in so I can get money. Wait, I didn't heal? Oh, I forgot! Fuck's sake.
Reviews for Fireteam Elite 2 are out.
Oh yeah, that came out today.
Yep. And dudes are stupidly review bombing it, apparently.
Well, is it good? Is it bad? Like,
mostly good from what I'm seeing. It's mixed, but from what I've seen, like, apparently people thought, oh, it's only like 3 missions, but really it's 5 sectors with 3 missions each.
I mean, I can't say if that's a lot or not, so it is what it is. I didn't play the original. I'm not even a huge fan of Alien anymore. I think Alien has just been fucking...
Maybe worth getting, I guess.
Uh-oh.
It's only $50.
Maybe, I don't know. No, I'm not. See, my thing is, like, most of these games will just be around for, like, less than a year, and then they'll just be end of service. So, I don't know. Like, I'm not a big Alien fan either.
What?
Berserker.
People are stealing cash at Anime NYC. Oh,
that is the
God.
least surprising thing I've ever heard, dude. What? Yeah, people are gonna run scams. If you're at Anime NYC or Comic Con or San Diego Con or whatever, you probably have money. Like, it's almost the biggest, like, showing of affluence you could possibly have. So yeah, that would not surprise me that people are stealing from people in a Comic Con or whatever. Like, obviously, duh. That makes perfect sense to me. I only Dynamax because heal Dynamax. But yeah, most of these games will just be end of life in like a fucking couple months. Like, unfortunately, Aliens... It's like when they released that Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. I'm like, who is this for? Like, wouldn't it have been smarter to make, like, an actual competitor to Dead by Daylight where you just have, like, all the slasher builds? Basically, it is just Dead by Daylight. But, like, you know, you could get, like, Universal or something and all these other movie companies to make their own version of it where it's more realistic and less, you know, crossover focused. And so you just get, like, all the classic slasher villains, you know, just to, you know, interact or, you know, like, why even have 5 different games? They're all going to reach end of service in about a year and we'll just be back to Dead by Daylight. So what would be the point? I don't know. Anyway. It doesn't make any sense to me, so it is what it is. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if people don't buy these games for fear that they're going to be dead in like a couple months. Why put $100 or $80 into like Fireteam Elite when you could put it into like Fortnite?
Oh,
Or whatever else is coming out.
They're increasing the level cap for the Old Republic to 85. Let's go.
All right, now arrest this man. Oh, there, I could stop talking now.
I mean, you're probably in a cutscene, so...
What? No, not you. That's what's he's literally said that in the game. Oh my god, no, please talk over Pokemon. This is like the one game I'm totally fine if you do this. Because I just don't give a shit about what's happening in Pokemon at all. And I already played this like 4 years ago. Oh my lord, dude.
Rest in peace to Dolly Parton. I didn't listen to her music much, heard it here and there, but...
Yeah, that's like a kind of like a boomer singer, but yeah, that is pretty tragic. I know she meant a lot to a lot of people.
Yeah, I think Trump said for like the entire week, flags will be at half-mast.
Yeah, why not?
In remembrance.
After the summer of St. Floyd, I wouldn't care.
And just think, it was last week Hayden Panettiere died too.
That was only a week ago, man.
Yeah.
Every year you get some crazy celeb deaths. Like, it's hard for me to even be like, damn, you know, like, yeah, they seem kind of old, so it doesn't surprise me too much.
Yeah, this year we had, what was it, Michelle Trachtenberg, I think it was.
That was last year, I thought.
Maybe. This year, I think it was the girl who voiced Lilo from Lilo and Stitch.
Bro, the world's ultimate champion messing up a catch using a basic Pokeball on a legendary. Bro is so cooked. This is everyone's favorite fucking champion. Come on, man. This dude is trash. Do you think Cynthia would struggle this hard? There's a reason why people
smurfing.
think... No, he's not smurfing. He's just an idiot. The trainers in Galar suck. Oh yeah, you have this crazy cutscene, and then Eternatus is super small, and it is... Oh my god. Why even make him big in the cutscene then, idiots? It doesn't even make sense. Dude, this company is just truly a fucking disaster. I should have swapped.
I was telling my coworker about how you complained about like how Pokemon they don't use all the gen games.
Here we go. Hold on,
games.
pause. We're about to get the most brain dead fucking take imaginable from some idiot who can't be bothered to count above 400. Okay, go.
He's like, yeah, I agree. It's kind of stupid that they can't use all the other shit. They don't use
I
the other gens.
put this dude under a fucking bus. Yeah, I agree
you should
with you.
feel bad.
I feel bad. Yeah, I do.
Because I remember, I think he was telling like I'm the supervisor, so he's like, oh, like, is it okay if like take the day to like go and pick up like ZA? I was like, I don't mind.
Bro, go pick it up, dude. Seriously, like, with Max's stories, it's always a genuine 50-50, whether it's going to be something fun or not. We can't even catch him yet, so just knock it out, right? I don't think we can catch him.
Yeah, he says before he gets Wind and Waves, he's gonna wait to get the new Fire Emblem.
Did I even pre-order Fire Emblem? I don't even know. I think I did. It just makes no fucking sense. But yeah, it's like, hey, here's a Pokemon game, but we only put like half the Pokemon in. So what's gonna happen when we have like 400, you know, like 1,400 Pokemon? Because apparently they're introducing the most Pokemon ever in Wind and Waves. Are we just gonna have a dex with 400? Like, you basically won't ever get more than 400. You won't even patch it in later. Like, if you just want to import Pokemon in. Like, I don't even know anymore, man. Tired, boss. I'm kind of over it. I already know I'm gonna preemptively buy this shit used when it comes out. Don't care. And if I couldn't buy it used, I wouldn't play it at all. As I said, even some games I literally could buy used, I don't even do that, so... I literally could have bought a... What's the game called? I could have bought a Last of Us 2 or, you know, something like that. I could have. I just didn't. There's no point.
Joel in one.
Like, why would I buy a game I know that's just gonna piss me off?
Yeah, Joel kills all these people in the hospital.
As I was saying to one of our friends yesterday, like, the thing I don't like is that they explicitly write it to be fucking bad. Like, everything that was ambiguous and left to your interpretation.
Joel tells Ellie's just like, how could you do that? I didn't ask you to kill people for me. Meanwhile, Joel, you're like a daughter to me. What the fuck was I supposed to do?
I don't know, bro. I mean, that's the thing, is you're supposed to understand the human emotions behind his completely logical decision.
Oh, and Ellie doesn't get her revenge.
Yeah, and then we cuck you. Like every good Sony exclusive, we make sure we cuck you. You don't actually get it. You don't get to see Kratos go apeshit one more time, really. You don't get to see Joel or Ellie get her true revenge, because fuck you.
What?
We don't even leave
Kratos goes apeshit against Heimdall.
No. That is like a small smithereen smolder left behind of the original series. And like, I get it, it's supposed to be his retirement, but God of Soy Ragnarok is basically a fucking walking
Calling it that, I feel like you're nitpicking it a bit.
I am a little bit harsh on it, but I'm kind of just sick of the whole... It is a little bit a victim of the circumstance and the time of it. I don't... Wait, say something? Okay, yeah, I'm kind of just a little bit beyond that.
I kind of just feel like it's like what y'all talking about with Gears. Again, I'm not going to disagree with you guys. I'm not a super big Gears of War fan like you guys did, or I didn't play the online like you guys did.
You don't have to qualify or unqualify yourself. It's fine.
It's just, I think the game is pretty alright.
Bro, you are just me back when I used to play half of these games, and these dudes would say all these games suck, and then they would go get on fucking Destiny. It's like,
everything comes full circle, huh?
Yeah, it really does. I'm surrounded by morons. And by the way, they fucking...
Resident Evil's not that popular because it doesn't sell COD numbers.
Man, if that's the metric, there's only like 10 popular games ever. Some of which were handed out.
That.
Yeah, whatever.
I remember that discussion, and it was just in my head. I was just thinking, like, listening. I was like, that doesn't... What?
It's just stupid. So that's why I just don't care at all. I was right. I knew I was right. There's no point in even really getting whatever. Thank you, Pokemon Trader, for the follow. I appreciate it.
So when does Pokebank stop working again?
Pokemon Day next year, I think.
Ugh, that's ironic.
Well, they don't want to support fucking home anymore, man.
So then why don't they just make a new one?
No, there is. There's Pokemon Home, but you just won't be able to import using the DS. So what's gonna happen is some dude's just gonna have to make a fucking hack thing that they could do. That's all.
And then when Nintendo shuts that down,
whatever. I mean, then someone will do it again. Like, there is insane motivation to do these things, so it's like kind of whatever, man. It is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. I think that the majority of the things is like, most of these games are fine. Like, you could play them. The thing is, with a game that's supposed to last a really long time, like, do you want to play a game that'll probably be gone in like a year or 2 or 3? I probably wouldn't. That might just be me, but I probably would not play a game that will be gone in like a couple months. It just seems like a waste of time to me. That's why single-player games will always be king, because you'll always be able to play them no matter what year it is or what, however long it's been. So that's why I would enjoy hopping on like Pokemon ZA or Pokemon Arceus even, or whatever, but an online game is only as live or alive as there are people on it. So like you can't really go on old CODs because they've just been, tossed.
That and the fact that it's hacker central.
Right. So even ignoring the hacks, right? Like what are you even supposed to fucking do? Like I would love it. No, I have nothing to trade on this game. I appreciate it though. Like I would love to play the old Call of Duties, but I mean at this point the problem is COD has been so optimized and turned into a sweat slide game that it's not even the same game. People don't even really like it that much anymore.
How is that old? How is that wrong? But then wall hopping everywhere, Gears of War is okay. I'm curious.
Because it's just the culture that they had. If they didn't want Gears to be known for that, they should have gotten rid of it years ago, over a decade and a half ago. But they didn't. So that's where we are with that. They could have. They didn't. You want a Pokemon? No, I'm good. I appreciate it though. I like how this guy uses double the whole time. Okay, anyway.
Very funny how one of the storylines for Star Wars The Old Republic, you start out as a slave.
The luxury ball. This is a guaranteed catch, by the way. I like how it always makes it look like a premier ball for some reason. I feel like the raids in this game must be super slow. Click.
Playing Sith, it's easy to do dark side choices, honestly.
Alright, now arrest Chairman Rose. Throw him in prison. Put him in there with Diddy.
Make sure we give Diddy enough baby oil.
Yeah, we'll let Diddy do his thing for once. Ruining this fucking story. Alright, you reap what you sow. Very nice. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, we have to put Lee into retirement, then catch Zamazenta. Which I think all the legendaries now have incredibly low catch rates, which I don't really hate, to be fair. That's not really a problem in my opinion. Like whatever, you just want people to catch in and get a move on. Like I get it. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, oh, like you didn't really earn it, but I don't know, man. Like throwing a bunch of Pokeballs endlessly at a Pokemon over and over and over and over and over doesn't really prove anything to me. I don't particularly miss that. And when I play these older Pokemon games, and that's what you're supposed to do, it kind of just annoys me more than anything. And so I just don't like that, personally. I don't know, maybe someone could say like, oh, well that's like part of the charm is the RNG. I mean, maybe, until you have to sit there for like 2 hours trying to catch a Reggie or something. Like, is that fun? No. That's what I mean, like, I felt more hype at the end of Pokemon Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon than Sword and Shield by far. Like, I genuinely thought it was so cool that you become the first Alolan champion. They found the whole thing. It was just really nice. It was a good ending, a very fun game, but you know, I haven't really felt that fire for a story in a Pokemon game in a long time. Like, Arceus is cool, but kind of in a different way. And ZA is fun in a more traditional Pokemon way. That's what sucks. This series has so much infinite potential it will never reach. But yeah, people are obviously going to scam at fucking anime conventions. Are you kidding me? How do you know the stuff you're buying aren't counterfeits? Like, I could see stuff being counterfeits 100%, and you have no idea what you are or are not buying at any given point. King's Shield won't do anything to me. This isn't a physical move. Should have put up Hail. That was kind of a mistake. It failed? Okay, thank you. Whoop. And look, when he actually has to use a move, I move first. He's attacking. Yeah, they never buffed Aegislash in ZA, by the way. It fucking sucks. Isn't that really sad? Like, one of Kalos' most iconic Pokemon, and it sucks in ZA. That's why people use Doublade online if they use this at all. It really is just that pathetic. If anything, they should have just made stance change take less than a fraction of a second, which probably would be more realistic.
So, I don't know if this was revealed at Gamescom. They decided to make a new tactics game.
For what?
Rainbow Six.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, it's the first Rainbow Six game in over a decade. Besides, well, not totally true because they had Extraction. But remember, Extraction got fucked because of COVID. So they changed it to like Aliens or whatever. And basically, like, you can't even find. What the hell? Dude, it's glitched again. This game is fucking sucks. They changed it to Aliens, like that one Call of Duty thing that they had in Ghosts, and then just nobody cared. And then you can't even buy the game on Steam, I don't think. So that's how cooked Rainbow Six Extraction is.
Yeah, remember all that talk about that?
About what, sorry?
Rainbow Six Extraction.
I don't really remember a lot of talk about it. It just kind of came out and then vanished because most people just didn't give a shit. What was it that they did?
If you wanted to unlock new operators, you had to like rescue them from the zone.
Something like that. The problem is that the game had to be axed and basically completely redesigned because of fucking COVID. So they didn't want to do zombies anymore. Instead, they made it Aliens or whatever. So on some level, I do kind of feel bad because it's like, imagine if you had a great idea for a video game, right? And then geopolitical fuckery beyond your means and methods ruins it for you forever. Well, what are you supposed to do? I mean, I don't think the game was going to sell much to begin with, but, you know, now it's definitely not selling. So I will give Ubisoft a little bit of leniency on a couple of things, but basically, like, all their major projects are completely their fault. Like, Skull and Bones, I don't know what they were thinking making it an always online game. Like, why didn't they just make a silly pirate adventure? They didn't even need to base it in the real world. They could have basically made, like, Western, they could have just made Western One Piece. Just called it a day. By the way, I like that he has the third starter. This is probably a throwback. This and Kukui having the final starter that wasn't chosen is probably a throwback to Professor Oak being a dummy battle in the original Pokemon. I actually think this is really cool that they did this. I feel like it was always so unfair that the other starters just kind of sit on Pokeballs the whole game. I actually like that they don't just sit in a Pokeball for the rest of eternity. And Kukui will do the same thing as well, because Kukui is your first challenger at the league, which is really cool. Look, I'm not even like a huge Hawaii stan, but even I'm kind of sad at how much just disrespect they put on the names of the Alola games. I feel so bad.
Respect on my name.
Alright, who's ready for Pokemon Get Big? There's no way he can knock me out in one turn, by the way. He probably even might move first, which maybe I move first. I don't know, the idea of an unbeatable champion sounds really cool, but I feel like it's just overdone personally. Ironic, as I fucking love Tyrant, of all things.
Got a video where these like guys took this like effeminate like Brazilian and we're gonna force him to be hugged by some like woman in a bikini, and he's freaking out the entire time. Like, no, let me go, no.
What the fuck? He has a grass type move.
I'm like, bro, are you good?
I mean, I would get it. I wouldn't want to be hugged by someone I don't know.
I mean, I think they were trying to like...
Bro, for all you know, there's probably going to be an outbreak of leprosy in New York City. You want to be the first victim? You want to be the second?
Well, no, I'm not disagreeing with that. I think, I'm thinking of the context of the video. I think they were just trying to get the effeminate man to stop being so effeminate.
Well, why is it any of their business? Like, no joke.
I have no clue.
Right, because it's not, and they have no reason to do it at all. And they shouldn't have. What? Oh my god, whatever. We win this anyway. It doesn't matter. That's really stupid. It was a crit. I'm like, how the fuck did he kill me? What the fuck? Yeah, don't get caught up. It's RNG. They literally just fed him a free fucking dub for nothing, man. What a bunch of bullshit. It's literal RNG. Like, literally, this guy just rolls dice. Oh, is he done? Oh my god. Hey guys, guess what? It's the most epic ending ever to a champion battle for no fucking reason. Quick attack. Whoop. Kaboom. Hey Dax. I thought you went to bed. I mean, I guess you could... That doesn't mean you can't show up on a stream. I just thought you were gone. Otherwise, I would have... We gotta invite Max to one of our servers, just for shits and giggles, man. Alright, now get this motherfucker out of here. You suck. You're the worst champion ever. Goodbye, don't care. Bye. Bye, bitch. Couldn't fall asleep. Yeah, me either. I mean, I already took a nap. Like a half nap. Okay. This game's plot sucks. I don't care. Well, I gotta get back to Scarlet. That's what I have to do. Since I started Scarlet. But I'm not gonna get back. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do not Champions. Jesus. I'm gonna do Pokemon Coliseum and XD. So that way I can import those games one final time. Realistically, I should probably do 2 playthroughs of Coliseum. One using one team and another using another team, basically. So that way I could have one of each Pokemon. Maybe. I don't know. Coliseum just takes a long time to beat. It really does. You pretty much end up having to do a bunch of grinding. You have to get a bunch of, you know, money and Pokeballs. Tried Tokon and it sucked donkey dick. Yeah, well, that's unfortunate. It looks really cool. The roster's kind of small. Like, I know I shouldn't compare all these games to, you know, Naruto Storm, but like the one thing I'll give the Naruto games is that you'll see your characters, your favorite like side characters, do some crazy shit in the Storm games, and you're like, damn, if only they did that in the actual games, which they never will, or in the actual story. Sorry. They announced like a whole bunch of Naruto stuff, and at this point, I'm kind of at the same point with Naruto and Boruto that I am with like everything else. What I would have done, obviously, obviously, it's not Kishimoto's fault. I genuinely think Kishimoto wouldn't have even really made a sequel series, and he definitely wouldn't have done it the way that they did it, but I think that they told him, we're either going to do this without you. So, it's up to you. Do you want to be a part of it, or do you want to get left behind? And I mean, like, let's be fair here. I'd rather Kishimoto... He actually wasn't working on it for a while, to be fair. And then he came on later, and he came on basically like at part 2, I think. Oh shit, Polygon Pictures worked in this? Damn. But yeah, I just don't really care much for Naruto anymore. I'm just like kind of bereft of any real anime that I'm like super vibing like I used to when I was a kid. Like, when I was a kid, it was like 4 or 5 major series. Like I told y'all, I had the Yu Yu Hakusho 2005 calendar. And remember, back in the day, in 2003, 2004, 2005, there was no internet like we have today. Toby Fox worked on this game? What? This is what happens when I look at this shit. Anyway. I lost my train of thought.
The world, we didn't have the internet like we did back then.
Yeah. So like back in the day, if you wanted to like get into a series or something you really like, you basically like had to watch it. There was no like Toonami Jetstream, right? I always say that Toonami Jetstream is really unfortunate. That like it was like 3 years ahead of its time. If Toonami Jetstream came out in like 2008, 2009, it probably would have been fine. But because it came out in like 2004 and it didn't really lead with any major anime significantly, it was basically doomed from the start. So like if Toonami Jetstream came out and it had like DBZ, Naruto up to that point, maybe Bleach, right? Early Bleach. What else was on Toonami? Megas XLR, even though that was also on Maguzi, right? If it came out in Teen Titans, I think, and like a couple other things that were like Toonami, you know, shows in that era, it would have been really good. If there was a way to like catch up on Toonami, it would have been really good. And they could probably still do it and it would be good, but they'd probably have to charge a sub and it just wouldn't be worth it because I don't think Toonami fans would watch a sub for anime they could watch online for free. Unfortunately. Hello Viv, hello Narg. Yeah, we're basically done. I mean, we're not done. We have to do the post game, but we're done with the main story, and hopefully we could finish the post game, and then I'm done with this game. Pokemon alone probably accounts for more time than Spray's entire Pokemon LPs? What? How does that make sense? I love how they put all the symbols at the end. Oh, gooning? Ah, whatever. Fuck you, Game Freak. Love me. Don't thank me. Make a better game, dipshits.
Yeah, because Beast of Reincarnation is
yeah, how's that going? Yeah, everyone remember Beast of Reincarnation? That crazy Game Freak Nier clone? Dude, can we just stop making Souls and Nier clones? For it at one point. I was like, this is the point where Game Freak can show their stuff because it's not published by Pokemon Company. So if I was Game Freak and I wanted to dump all this shit right onto the Pokemon Company's lap, then that's exactly what I would do, but they didn't do it. So I just think Game Freak are just bad at coding, man. F this stream power to max. We're not done.
Jesus.
I like how I even flat out told him, like, bro, we're not done. I just said we have to do the potent. That's all, dude. I'm just gonna start speaking gibberish on all of my streams because people listen to it about as much. Max.
Literally make your own doodle bob.
Max.
Sound like Zoidberg right now. Yeah, just like imagine you just one day decide to draw on paper, you make your own doodle bob.
Bro, whatever
You play
culture
Final
war bullshit.
Fantasy.
Hold on. Whatever culture war bullshit she's reviewing, you tell me right now, I'll give you a better review of it. Promise. All right, what were we saying? I'm going to do a new XCOM 2 run. What class do you want? I don't even know what the classes are in XCOM 2. You know that's where Whose Man's actually was born, Dax? Way back when I did XCOM Enemy Unknown, I was making, that's like the best part of XCOM is you get to make a squad full of a bunch of dudes. So I was like, oh, I'll make Billy Mays, I'll make Ashley Williams, I'll make Will Smith. And then for the last character, I was like, oh, well, I'll just throw something together. And I was like, oh, Whose Man's is this? Yes, true story. What is Whose Man's birthday again? It's like October something, canonically. WNBA? Oh, I love the WNBA. I love how they just suddenly could figure out what is and isn't a woman. These dudes want to show up and, they say they're women and now all of a sudden we can gatekeep them out? Why? They should be sued. Listen, it's going to be one or the other. Uh-oh, it's over. He doesn't like it when I talk about it. Only when a fucking blonde VTuber, who probably isn't even blonde nor a woman in real life, it's over. Spray, I'm your #1 fan until a woman is streaming. You're basically just Sanji. It's over. There's no hope. Sure, one more battle, blah, blah, blah. Let me save. Nice attempt. You're not a vessel for my legacy. Dude, you think you're going to meet any VTuber you ever fucking talk to online? You think you're going to meet anyone online?
Say a Sephiroth or a Zackline.
Dude, you're not going to meet anyone you see on the internet, you're probably not meeting. I'm just going to be honest with you. Why do you think the fucking dating market's bust? Because people will just replace you in 30 seconds. So what's the point? You're always one swipe away from being replaced, especially if you're doing anything else. Dude, the Bastion weapons are going to be scaled down for Lalafels. It's not going to happen. I even told you this earlier today. It was a meme video. That's not actually going to happen. Lalafell weapons are always scaled down. And likewise, Rogadin and Hrothgar weapons are always scaled up because they're bigger characters. Your weapon size is scaled to your character. You cannot increase or decrease the size of your weapon. That's in like every video game I play, by the way. You already know this. Oh my god, dude. Please, somebody help. And then we have to fight Shieldbird a whole bunch. Like, why were these two not the villainous team, man? It makes sense. I never said you do. But you mentioned like a vessel for legacy. Like, doesn't that imply you're gonna physically meet someone? How do you plan to beam your legacy as a forced download into their brain? You see what I'm saying? You gotta heal. I don't know. I don't know what any of these classes do. Make me the one that heals people so I'm useful.
Does the girl have a name?
Oh shit, I didn't look.
Okay, let's see.
Zing zap. Can't kill me, bitch. Joke's on you. Yeah, that's what the original Whose Man's was. He was my healer and he was my psionic. I got to use him in the final mission, in the final cutscene. That shit was hilarious, dude. That was so fun. You just don't have fun like that anymore. So yeah, basically after this, we're going to be playing Fire Emblem 4 days a week. I'm just letting everyone know. And the only days where we won't play Fire Emblem is going to be like today, like Tuesday, Thursday, and then Friday Fallout. Because I have to beat Fire Emblem before the next game comes out. So we will have to do extra long streams, the usual, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm never playing Three Houses again. What is he sending out? I wasn't looking. What? Cramorant? Oh, fucking hell, dude. There's a reason why no one likes this fucking Pokemon. And after that, Fortune's Weave comes out on the 17th, I think? Just gonna miss. It doesn't matter. And I'll see what I bring back. I don't know. I'll think about it. Ow. Wow, that did a crazy amount of damage. What? What the fuck was that? Any damage causes Cramorant to spit up its lunch? That's nuts. Corviknight. Yeah, I'll figure out. We'll maybe work another game in. I mean, maybe I could just start Coliseum early. Like, I don't know. Because I need to play it. Maybe I'll play it twice. I don't know. I'll think about it. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see what I weave in there. And maybe I'll play Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Since I haven't played that in a long, long time. Congrats, she's the professor. A copy of Sonia's book. How her new discoveries about the Galar region's legends are recorded in this enjoyable read. Okay. Alright. Return the rusted shield. Here we go. Why they even have these dudes even show up at all is crazy. I got they're actually just the same face and just the same suit, just colored differently. Swordward, Shieldbert. Hey, took him. Very nice. Anyway. Like, I don't know why these guys aren't the real villains. Like, I don't know. Just have one of them work with Rose. Take over his shit. I don't even know that.
I don't even believe that.
What? Why?
This thing is just taking up space.
No, don't delete that. We'll play that. I'll play it. Because, like, what else is there to play? Like, single-player-wise, what else is there to play? There's, like, nothing. What the fuck? Dude is insane. I should have probably healed. I forget these dudes showed up. You kind of get used to the game automatically healing you after, like, every single fight. And so when you actually don't get healed, it's kind of like, wow, wait a minute. Like, it allows me to be lazy. I have plenty of healing items, I just didn't use any of them. What is Galarian Ponyta? It's a physical attacker, funnily enough. Okay. Bronzong, it's a Pokemon. I was actually watching my last Arceus stream one more time, like not the whole thing, but basically like the end of it, and I'm like, yeah, there's nothing else for me to do in this game at all. It's done. Like every refreshable Pokemon I maxed out the dex on. Like I could go back and do the legendaries, but it's kind of like, what's the point? Like I would really just be going back and doing the legendaries just to pad out numbers that don't even matter because you can't find the legendaries multiple times. Like if you could, then maybe there would be an argument for it, but you can't, so there is no argument really.
One takeaway from Gamescom, our influence can definitely be felt. Female character designs are definitely improving, and I see less and less ugly characters.
Yeah, because Fortnite and Overwatch proved they could still make money off of it. Well, whatever boardroom execs they used to go into and lie about and say, hey, no, you don't have to do this, trust me, you'll make more money doing this. I think maybe they're done losing money to not doing it. So now they just are like, yeah, sure, just go back to doing what made money. Like, can you blame them? I don't think you can. I think it makes perfect sense. Like, do you really want to sit here and lose money while Overwatch and Blizzard of all fucking things rake in the fucking dough? Why would you? Like, just say you hate yourself at that point. It's probably a lot easier. What the fuck?
I'm gonna post this. Did I post it? No, I'm gonna post it in the other.
What the fuck? Whoops. What? Oh, that's broken. Okay, well that's fantastic. Whatever. I'll have to deal with this later. Oh god, dude, this guy makes the fight take so long. I know I zoned out and I did something else. And then it misses. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Dude, like, I'm getting trolled right now by this thing fucking buffing itself to hell. Like, come on, man.
Sonic Frontiers 2 was just announced by Sega in Hall 7 at Gamescom.
Sweet. There you go, Dak. Sonic Frontiers 2. Enjoy. Oh, I'm gonna play it too.
That's a joke.
I hate you. Why would you...
I didn't post it.
I didn't post it.
The Eagles introduced their new cheerleaders. Oh my god. Whatever happened to just like football teams having just female cheerleaders, bro?
I don't know. I don't watch football. By the way, Hop loses as always. Like, this is the entire story of Hop. He just sucks. He has none of the talent of his brother. Okay. Amazing. Okay. I keep thinking that's the teleport button. It's not. Wait, Wedgehurst? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just think. Hayden Panettiere and Dolly Parton died this month. Sam Neill the month before. Lilo's voice actor the month before that. Damn. The woman who played the mom in Home Alone died in January.
What the fuck? Where's Sonya? What? I just talked to her mom?
Dolly Parton left behind her final recorded song locked inside of a dream box at Dollywood to be opened on her 100th birthday, January 19th, 2046.
What the fuck? Where is the... Oh, I forget. It's in the actual town. Never mind. It's not the professor's house. Usually the professor's house and the lab are one and the same. They're not in this game. I forgot. I haven't played this game in so long. Things just kind of happen, and then I maybe pay attention, or maybe not.
Actually, I should definitely get this model kit one day. Shit actually looks cool.
Could it be? How do you know where they are? Oh. At Turfield? Okay. Alright. I'm gonna probably run to the bathroom here in a minute, and then when I come back, we'll try to get through this as fast as possible. Just give me like 3 or 4 minutes, I'll be back. Good lord. I'm sorry to inform you, Warlord Narg left to goon to some VTuber.
Oh boy. I wonder who the VTuber is.
I don't know. When he come, I froze it. Now I'm on.
Yeah, so I ended up watching the Gears of War E-Day demo for one of the story missions. Yeah, I had to first watch the IGN person play it, and I found a new video where the person was actually playing it like Gears. Safe to say, IGN really is just.
I feel bad for anyone that actually uses IGN, like as a regular source. Like I don't know how much. I don't know. I'm kind of just at the point where you just are like, whatever. If people don't know, they just don't want to know. I mean, that's just a lot of people. They just don't want to know. They're not going to put the time into learning about anything. They don't care. So, like, there's just no point. Like, what are you going to do? Just get mad at them for being who they are? Like, after a certain point, it's just not fucking worth it, man. So I'm just kind of like, whatever.
This sucks.
That's why nothing will ever get better in most of these series, because 90% of these series have to be yellow paintified for everyone. So that way, you know, they don't want people to be like, oh, well, I don't want to be able to do this. That's too much effort or work. So, you know, you just eventually just get to a point where you're just like, whatever. Oh, well, I guess.
My racist Eevee after I tell him he's going to be an Umbreon. Oh, hell no! What?
Don't they just make us do a whole bunch of bullshit, like a whole bunch of fake raids?
Bro, this collab's only happening in the UK and Ireland. I'm actually kind of upset.
You know what's crazy? This game kind of looks better than Champions. But yeah, all this is just like a fake raid. That's all it is. Oh man, Narg is really missing out, huh?
McDonald's is having a Halo collab right now.
And it's only in the UK?
In Ireland.
What the fuck is the point? Man,
No.
dudes will really just do whatever, man. Like, companies just really do whatever, huh? That is stupidly loud. Sweet.
Yeah, they have a Moa Nuggets.
Like, don't you know that, like, I'm not saying there's no Halo fans in the fucking UK, but if you genuinely wanted to have a Halo collab, wouldn't you put it, I don't know, in America? Like, wouldn't that make the most sense? Like, considering the Xbox is probably bigger here than the UK, maybe? Like, why would you do that? Like, I don't know. Like, this is what I mean when I say, like, companies just kind of do random shit. And, like, they just don't really ever fail enough to go out of business because it's Microsoft and McDonald's. But, like, what the fuck? Like, why would you have a UK collab for fucking Halo and not an American collab? You would think it would be America only. Lord. His rare league card. Ooh. Follow me, little Serena. I need you to step on something. What? How are they working? Is it a part-time job?
So if Popeyes decides to have a Final Fantasy collab, you finally step into the Popeyes.
I'm just gonna buy it for you, dude.
This man's like, I'm not eating Popeyes at all. I just want the code.
I just want the code. Like, honestly, Jollibee's was already a fucking stretch, man.
So if Taco Bell,
that's just because
does
I've
a
never
Final
had
Fantasy
Jollibee's.
collab.
I don't want to eat at Taco Bell, dude. Every other week, it's something with Taco Bell, like shit lettuce or shit salsa. Nah, I'm good, man. Remember when they had that E. coli shit like a decade ago? I never forgot that. I will not eat a Taco Bell.
Speaking of, apparently the U.S. decided to import some beef from, I think, Argentina. And apparently it's bad beef.
Yeah, because we culled our cattle herd. You don't remember that from like a few years ago? No one remembers anything. Everyone has a fucking attention span of only a few weeks. Maybe less. Yeah, you don't remember when we like killed like a good chunk of our cattle herd like 2-3 years ago? You think that slaughter-ready calves and slaughter-ready cows just spawn in when it's time like it's Minecraft?
I remember.
So, yeah, we're just gonna have shit beef, which sucks because I like beef.
I remember my mom made a joke about like how the eggs are getting expensive, and she's like, "Yeah, because the chickens are becoming gay."
What? Man, the shit that fucking Haitians and minorities say, dude. Well, you would think it came from some crazy, like, ultra far right dude. I'm telling you, man, it's horseshit.
He was joking, of course.
Yeah, of course. Everything's a joke until people are dead serious. Yeah, but come on, man, you should be the #1 person to know people will say something completely 100% balls to the wall serious, and then just turn around and be like, I'm joking. Like, oh, lol now, actually, I didn't really mean it. Sure, dude. Like, what the actual fuck? Dude, my mom does the same shit too. You should see where she draws the line on her super left and super right shit, man. This dude's parents are even more nuts. You should see where he draws the line, or where they draw the lines.
My mom actually does not agree that Lindsay Clancy's innocent. Thank God for that.
That's rare. Almost like boomers that have raised kids probably think it's pretty disgusting to murder your kids, huh? Not our generation. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, our generation just
generation is just stupid. A lot of dumb, stupid, asshole Gen Z and millennial people, man. TikTok really slaughtered these motherfucking people, dude. They're over here yelling about fucking 4chan. TikTok has slaughtered these people.
Oh
my god, I have to sit through them intimidating all 4 of us, man. Why don't you... This game sucks, dude! This game sucks. I fucking hate this. They make everything take 20 times longer than it fucking needs to for no goddamn reason whatsoever, man. It is so, like, primally frustrating trying to play Pokemon. Fuck this game, dude. Everything has to take 20,000 times longer than it fucking should. For no reason. Go on. Sorry.
World War Z had a collab with The Walking Dead.
I mean, that kind of makes sense, but I don't like either of them.
Yeah, I kind of stopped watching The Walking Dead at one point. I don't know if it was before.
I love how PlayStation sent emails saying you don't own your games, making gamers angrier. Remember how just a few minutes ago I was saying that the average person just doesn't really follow up with a lot of this shit? I mean, it's the same thing. Like, quite literally, most normies, guys, don't know what's happening. They just know a new GTA is coming. Wait, we don't have Dynamax. What? Oh, it's not my turn to Dynamax. This game sucks. Why would they not give it to me? It's a single-player raid, dickheads. Fuck you. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, like, most normies don't care. They don't follow all this stuff. They just don't bother. Like, that's just how this works, guys. Like... You know why? Because I had to switch Pokemon. How? What do you mean, how? So he uses a fighting type move? Is this guy stupid, man? Is Hop the dumbest motherfucker in the Pokemon world? Is this guy a fucking dickhead piece of shit idiot? I'm not, like, I could have... Yes, I do, because I could have ended the fight if he let me fucking do it. But of course, he uses a shitty move. She doesn't have a rock move on her rock stab Pokemon. Like, this is like the idiot... This is the same degree. This is the same degree of stupidity I get playing with actual humans when I used to do Scarlet Violet raids. I know most of you weren't here. The people I used to play with on Scarlet Violet belonged on the short bus. They're idiots. They were dumb. They just show up. Oh, I brought my favorite Pokemon. I brought my Eevee. They're like, they just show up. They leech off of you. They expect to get carried. And then when they don't win, it's just, whatever. I didn't win. Dude, like, I can't even say what I want to say. Like, it's ridiculous, man. Like, come on. Bros will really come into a raid. It doesn't matter if it's Final Fantasy, Pokemon, or Destiny. They will come into a raid with half-ass and whole-ass the motherfucking thing and just ruin it for you. And I'm over here trying to actually win. Like, I actually want to do things and win. And these dudes are over here just, well, if I win, it's cool. If not, it's about the experience. Go fuck your mother. Genuinely. Like, come on, man. Like, people waste my motherfucking time, dude. How means hello in indigenous language? Okay, hello. No, this game isn't doing shit. That's the problem with this stupid fucking game. It doesn't do anything. This is the last stream of this game. I'm catching fucking whatever, and I'm probably catching Ponyta on my own. I don't give a shit. I remember why I hate this generation, and I hate the next one too. Pokemon has sucked since 2017, and it's never gonna unsuck. And not even in like a fun way where we could like kind of ha-ha. This shit is just stupid and obnoxious for no other reason than to be stupid and obnoxious. But it's the highest selling Pokemon games because everybody decided to buy a Switch. Because fuck you, that's why. You wanted a good game? Go fuck yourself. And that's just, I can't. I hate this franchise. I cannot wait to be done so I could go eat. We don't have to do all seven stadiums, right? Like, this is a joke, correct? Every Pokemon post game in the last, like, almost decade has been dog shit, man. It's been mildly flawed at best, or complete titty-twisting dog shit at worst.
I can tell this man feels very strongly about this.
No shit, what gave that away? Thank God I didn't play this fucking game when it was new. Y'all, a bunch of people kept telling me, I swear, man, this game is really good. You don't know, man. It's really good. The raids are really good. This game sucks, dude. The next game sucked dick. So why wouldn't these games deep throat it? Like, come on. This is stupid. And now Hop's gonna get to fucking use his stupid Mega Evolution or whatever, and I can't use it because I had to swap. Because silly me, I didn't know what I was stepping into, and I'm an asshole. So, we're just gonna play at a fucking disadvantage, because fuck my life, I guess. Yeah, Hop is gonna fucking Mega Evolve. Would you believe this stupid bullshit? No one told this asshole to do it. You're banned. Permanently. Oh, there's a free type no? Okay. We could get Charmander, we could get Steel Beam, all League rare cards, the Oval Charm. No, I don't need to get Catching Charm, Shiny Charm, make money fast, get Type Null, rewatch the credits. Oh, Lord. Yeah, didn't I trigger that once by accident? Dude, Hop fainted? Is this guy for real, dude? Is Hop even a real fucking human? This dude sucks, man. Just retire, bro. Just quit while you're ahead. You were never even ahead, man. You're just dog shit. He takes the... This guy is so stupid. They never played Coliseum. Look, Coliseum is not a perfect game either, guys. Like, I will not sit here and tell you that Coliseum is a perfect game. But what I will tell you is what the actual fuck, man. My whole team got wiped. I'm supposed to win this? I mean, obviously I will. It's not that hard. But, like, come on. Like, one person just needs to move. No one can move this turn because they all got knocked out. Now I'm going to get knocked out because, like, look at this shit. Look what I have to fucking fight against. This is exactly like Scarlet Violet raids. Some dipshit decides to come in the fucking raid with his Eevee because it's my precious Eevee, and it's useless in the fucking fight. Like, if someone showed up with evolutions, I just started quitting. You're not real, you're not a real human, you're not a real person, you're an idiot, you're a moron, and I don't want to play with you. There were so few raids where an evolution was any good. Like, bro, Austin John Plays had the guide out within, like, 10 minutes. This dude seriously would have theory crafting that was almost always right, and then a real guide that was almost like 100% usefulness. That's why I started soloing some of the raids. Man, I don't miss those fucking raids. These raids sucked, man. Get this shit over and done with. Get the free Pokemon, get the free Charmander, and call it a fucking day, dude. You know, it would be crazy if Pokemon, like, on a launch had story after the final, like, the end of the game. Like, they updated it with more story. It'll never happen, but it's a nice thought. That could be kind of cool. Like, they could have used ZA to, like, really experiment with shit. You know? Have a new area, go somewhere. Give us another couple, like, 100 Pokemon in the decks. Since you're not gonna have Pokemon anything else out, man. This company is a fucking joke. Yeah, this is gonna be a bad stream. I don't care. It doesn't matter if I have a good stream where I have fun or a bad stream where I bitch. It doesn't matter anymore. If I'm positive and like a game, I get called a fanboy and a dick sucker. If I'm negative and don't like it, I get called a hater and I don't understand it. No winning. So fuck it. I just say what I want and I do what I want.
I do what I want.
I like how PlayStation is relying on manipulating the new generation. I mean, you don't have to manipulate them. It's a generation that's been told that ownership is optional, maybe even a negative detriment. So, you know, like, people will sit there and tell you, well, why would you want to have all these games and boxes and everything? And I can't believe these are real humans, but let's pretend for a minute that they are thinking, functional humans that, you know, logically have to breathe and do things. They just want to hold stuff inside of their fucking console, and then they could just lose it any day, and they'll just bitch, and they'll be like, ah, but whatever, it is what it is. I didn't really care anymore. Like, if all you play is, like, 3 games, and it's COD, Fortnite, Minecraft, or whatever, then you really just shouldn't even have an opinion on half of this shit. You just shouldn't. We just shouldn't even take you seriously. It's not elitism, because it doesn't affect COD. You think COD is ever going to do it? Well, COD already deletes its fucking game every year. But you think that it's going to affect anyone that plays, like, the same 6 top games? No, it's going to hit the people that play everything below that won't make as many sales. This is why all these franchises are fucking dead today. And plenty of people cheered them on. They allowed these companies to make shitty sequels, so then they were like, oh, well, no one wants to play it, so no, we won't make it anymore. And now even the main games suck. So no, it is kind of fucked up. I live, bitch.
Yeah, like how they took away the multiplayer from Last of Us, and they remastered.
Yeah, they were gonna make it. Yeah, Last of Us 2 is such a huge success, guys. They had multiplayer, and then they fucking took it away. Huge success, by the way. Even Ghost of Yote's multiplayer mode entered Legacy, what is it called? Not Legacy mode. It entered Maintenance mode in, like, fucking March. The game came out in October. It's not even a year old yet. Yeah, it's a huge success, guys. So you don't need to manipulate people. They've been taught since birth that owning is nothing, owning is lame, owning takes up space, owning is bad, owning's this. Like, you don't need to manipulate them. That's not Sony, for once. That's just what everyone else wanted to do. So, like, realistically, if they just waited a couple years, most of us will be dead or gone or moved on. He has fucking Sucker Punch. This guy is trolling me right now. Emergency exit. Get him out of here. Can you not, asshole? Like, why am I getting double teamed? Dude, Hop is fucking useless, man. I hate this guy. Thank you. Okay, he did something that turn. We only had to give him the best smoking bird that's ever lived. He did something that turn. Unbelievable. I couldn't imagine eating a spam burrito, like eating fake meat in a burrito. I couldn't do that.
Spam is okay once in a while.
Yeah, like, people just... We like, the whole point, Warlord, if you're even still there, is it's just about, like, information control and emotional control. It's like almost something straight out of a Kojima game, because it's kind of true. If you convince people that doing a certain thing is bad and uncool and, like, the social dynamic tells you not to do it, then they're gonna not want to do it inherently. Like, that's kind of the point. If you tell people, like, hey, owning games is bad and lame, like, who wants to see all those games on a shelf, then, you know, would you be surprised if people turn around and are like, oh, well, owning stuff is lame and I don't want to do that? Like, you really kind of shouldn't. So, like, now we're at the logical end. We're like, oh, well, all these games on the side suck, guys. They're all fucking awful and terrible. Perfectly fine games, a lot of them. But the internet, you know, MO and the internet fucking talk was, oh, JRPGs suck, guys. Who wants to even play JRPGs? That was real articles they used to run in the 2000s. You know, and JRPGs entered a fucking dark era because of it. You know? Was that a crit? Yeah. As long as you can control people in that way, man, it doesn't fucking matter. Listen, man, I guarantee you all these companies hire and work with psychologists. They study market trends, they do all this shit. They know all this shit, man. They're not stupid. It's real meat, just normally inedible parts turn into delicious paste. Ugh. Democrats find that the DSA is kind of like SMT. No, it's like that Aliens versus Predator poster, where it's like, whoever wins, we lose. That's what it's like. That's actually literally what it's like. Damn, they give you almost 50 grand? Shit, that's crazy. This is their assistant. Why, unnamed assistant? See, now this is like an interesting plot line. It's like, hey, you know, why don't we have, like, the real true kings of Galar come back for one final episode? But, you know, two would have been too interesting, so we have to have the stupid Rose plot. The Rose plot line could have been dropped. It's so fucking bad. And I mean, like, literally, what do you think they do when they rate all these games highly that are dog shit? And then they rate all the games that are made well down? Like, you could almost just watch them subtract literal points. Oh my god, I have to do all 7 of them? Terrible. We only have 30 minutes. I don't know if we're gonna get to finish this. If I don't finish it this stream, guys, I'm not coming back to this. This game can go to hell. What is Stone's side? Fighting, so we'll use Galarian Ponyta. This is the last stream of Sword Shield. I'm done after this. I don't give a shit.
You're adoring fans.
I don't give a fuck. Ask me if I care. No, fuck you, I don't. My adoring fans would come here and probably talk more or whatever, like, you know, or just in general, they would, you know, like, there would be more of them. More people would show up. This is basically like Nar gets to lewd post in the chat, Dax is comatose, and Warlord kind of tabs in every few minutes. Like, I just hate this fucking game. So I'll just move on. I'm sorry, Stone's side is not... It's this dude. I forgot about this guy. This game is not that fun for me to entertain the concept of playing in another stream. Sorry, not sorry. Also, it's a fucking ghost type. Isn't that great? Don't I have a team? Yes, Fire Emblem Three Houses is more fun. Yes, that is true. You might not think it, but it is. You just refused to give it a chance, immediately judged it, and then immediately said it was bad. Like basically every other idiot on the fucking planet. Dudes will really show up and be like, oh, well, this thing doesn't immediately suck me off, so it must be terrible. Yeah, whatever, Narg. I don't really care. Okay, we win. I have some non-anime games that I had to really learn to love. Yes, that's a lot of games. Like, I know that, like, it's very easy to just say, like, all these video games suck. But, like, realistically, most video games are perfectly playable, perfectly normal. Just, people just get sticks up their asses about basic shit about it. I'm not saying you have to like every single game, but for the most part, most games are fine. Just, you gotta give them a chance. If you don't give them a chance, then how are you gonna say that the game is good or bad? If you don't give them, like, even just a slight opportunity to get better. Like, Three Houses is literally just... What were these guys even doing? Three Houses is a slow burn, but that's what makes it fun. If it wasn't a slow burn, it would be fucking shit. Like, that's the thing I didn't like about the early Fire Emblem games, is basically you just go mission, 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 game over. Well, that's not that fun. The game is over before you even get to do anything. Okay, well, see, the thing is that you don't have to micromanage it that much. But, I mean, like, I get it. You know, like, if you don't like StarCraft or a game like that because you have to spend 5 minutes before you even press begin battle organizing stuff, I kind of get that. But, you know, it's not because the game isn't lewd enough. Like, why would I play a game that's, oh, well, I just want to jerk off? Like, bro, I will never be on a stream on this channel and be anywhere near slightly sexually excited. It just won't actually happen. All shit posting aside, it will never happen. Because everyone thinks men are perverts anyway, so what the fuck am I even doing? I'm barking up the wrong tree. But, like, I think that adding that level of character customization is actually really cool for Fire Emblem Three Houses. It's really awesome. I think it's exactly what Fire Emblem needed. And I like that the game is like pseudo-Persona, because, you know, like, you play Persona, right? And you're on a time schedule, right? The whole game. I actually like that about Fire Emblem Three Houses. Metaphor in Three Houses being on a time schedule was cool as fuck. Same thing for kinda, but not really, for Three Hopes. I like that. You know, that's the type of game I used to think I wouldn't like, is, hey, you have a limited amount of time to do certain things. And in fairness, I think Persona's unfair, you know, like, it's RNG sometimes, and it's, you know, bullshit, and a lot of save scumming if you want to do whatever, right? In fairness. But, like, I played Three Houses, and my first thought was, oh, I'm on a time schedule. you know? So, like, I didn't know if I'd like it. Ended up loving the fucking game. One of my favorite Switch games, one of my favorite RPGs of all time. The only thing is that it takes so long to beat it. You're gonna play for, you know, multiple hundreds of hours to beat all the stories. Like, there really should be a Nier Automata chapter select. I missed this like 3 times in a row, by the way. This game is specifically designed to torque my testicles. Yeah, Nier Automata has one of the best systems I've ever seen in a long-form game, which is a chapter select that you could just drop in, drop out. It's genuinely one of the best parts of the game, and every time I try to explain it to some of my friends, they just refuse to play Nier Automata. It's actually, unironically, a skull issue. I never thought I would use Narg's insult, but it is just a skull issue. I will adopt phrenology for this one insult because it's so stupid. Dudes really think games made post-2015 are like some incredibly ridiculous slog? Like, what are we even talking about? I have to bring in Walrein, by the way. I need my money. More games need that chapter select. Hell, Fire Emblem could really use that chapter select, honestly. I mean, it would just end up being 4 lines, 4 different timelines, but it would still be good. Well, right, but Nier Replicant is actually what people complain about, which is you kind of play the same 5 story beats like 3 times. Even though it's faster and they add new content, it's different than Nier where every ending is like a different thing. You know, like it's hard to explain it to people because people just hear, oh, there's multiple endings, I'm just playing the same thing over and over and over again. And you could tell them that's not the case and they will not listen to you because people are stupid. So, people are stupid or stubborn or both. Take your pick. But that chapter select was one of the most mind-blowing things I've ever seen in an RPG. They did not have to put that in. They could have just put a New Game Plus and called it a fucking day. Platinum really went above and beyond with that shit. That's why I think, genuinely, even though I like Bayonetta 2, I sometimes think Nier Automata is their best work. Just purely because they took what was a relatively unknown game and literally breathed life into an entire franchise that Square Enix then proceeded to fucking fumble because Square Enix is run by fucking idiots. But you don't really have to play Replicant to understand Nier Automata. You don't have to. I mean, like, it is technically a sequel, but you don't really have to play it. No, you don't. Nier Automata's story is self-contained enough. Like, would it enhance it? Sure, but is it a requirement? No. Like, if you just dropped in and played Nier Automata, you get a very complete, fulfilling story. And whatever. Fuck this guy. Okay. Ugh. No, yeah, like the backstory maybe, but to understand the plot of Nier Automata, you really kind of don't. They kind of give you enough. What is this? Ice? Do we even do anything here? You see how, but like, that's like background details. But anyway, it's like you could still play it, you could understand it. If I tell people that Nier Replicant is actual prerequisite reading and writing, or prerequisite playing, then they're definitely not going to play it because Nier Replicant is exactly what like half my friend group thinks Nier Automata is. And even then it's not, because you could just speed through it because it's New Game Plus, basically. But even then, that's not good enough. So, like, I would rather they just play Automata, for fuck's sake, as if this isn't Platinum Games' best work. Like, people didn't hype up this game for nothing. But this is why I kind of stopped talking about games with my friend group anyway. It's kind of a waste of time, so I just don't really bother. I just kind of play what I'm going to play and call it a fucking day. Why is this ice-type gym leader way better looking than the other one? Is the other one... Is Grissa even a male or a female? I don't even know. I think it's a woman. You know, let's look it up, because that would explain a lot. Grissa wasn't their name. It's Grusha. Are they? Oh, it's a guy? I didn't know that. That's kind of funny, actually. Oop. Alright, can you just one-shot this fucking thing so we can move on with my life? I mean, sure, but you don't need to know 100% of the backstory of a game to enjoy it, you know? Like, you could play Majora's Mask and not play Ocarina. Like, I guess Zelda wouldn't be as in-depth necessarily, or on a story-by-story basis, but you don't need to play certain games in the Zelda timeline to understand future games. Like, you could just drop into Twilight Princess. You don't have to play Ocarina. No, I get that. Like, if you want to know the full story, then yeah, you should play the first game. But I'm saying that, like, if you're trying to get people to play it that are difficult, like, do you want them to have to sit through a game where you literally have to replay the final part of the game 3 times in a row to get all the endings? Or would you rather they just play the game that is more or less complete and intact? And then maybe they'll go back and play Replicant. Unfortunately, the remaster of Replicant probably should have changed that a lot more. But then again, I didn't know people would be so difficult to play a game that's only like 30 hours long. Not even. Who even knows how long the Nier Replicant playthrough was? It really wasn't that long. I'm not talking about someone who's motivated to play it. I'm talking about someone who's damn difficult to play, to convince to play something. Oh. Like, genuinely, like, games made in 2017 and onward are literally made for the lowest common denominator, guys. Like, unless you're playing, like, StarCraft, these games are made for people that really don't play games. That's why, like, half these games I play, like, the difficulty is non-existent. The only game I played recently that is kind of hard, funnily enough, is 007 First Fucking Light. Is actually kind of difficult in its shooting sections. You just don't have a lot of ammo, and Bond is kind of not a tank. It's actually wild how they did that. The aliens very might be the least worst thing to happen on Earth. Yeah, honestly. Like, there's a reason that Nier Automata became a crazy cultural fucking landmark in gaming. And got an anime, and Tubi's in 1,000 fucking things now. Like Rathalos, or Homelander, or, you know, all these other characters. Evangelion, Naruto. Like, all this shit, there's a reason why it's all super big and popular. And not to shit on, like, other games, like, how many people know Call of Duty characters by name that aren't Ramirez, because Ramirez became a meme? Like, if I ask some Joe Blow on the street what Pikachu is, they probably know what Pikachu is, blah, blah, blah. They know who Mario is. They might even know who Kratos is. Maybe they'll know 2B. Can you name one major character in Call of Duty? Like, Captain Price is right there, but, like, if I ask some random Joe Blow, most people don't even play the campaigns of these shooters, man. They just don't. So, trusted you. I trusted you. So why the bloody hell does Makarov know you? And then you get one of the best flashback sequences I've ever seen in a game. That shit genuinely changed my fucking life. Because, let's get to the context. Back when Modern Warfare 1 came out, right? The achievements in Call of Duty 4 were like Fuck. You know what? We're gonna go on a field trip. I will extend the stream because I am going on an unnecessary detour. I will extend the stream because of this. This is not anyone's fault but my own. But now I'm in kind of a good mood because he fucking post Soap trusted you. So naturally I'm gonna go back over here, right? So if we go into achievements, wait, I passed Ray in score? Holy shit. That's crazy. Oh my god, maybe Ray doesn't play that many games anymore. If we go all the way down, I don't think you could sort. We gotta go all the fucking way down, beyond all the other 100%, right? So if you go to the achievements, as you can see here, how do you filter by date earned? Can you filter by date earned? No, you cannot. Okay, whatever. So, in the story of COD 4, right, you do all these different things, blah, 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 War Pig, Straight Flush, Death from Above, right? So what happens is that... Wait, what? Where the fuck are the missions? What? Is it... Save the Farmer, complete the game on Harden. Yeah, I completed the game on Harden and then did Veteran. It's there's an achievement somewhere in here called the First Horseman. Right, okay. So the First Horseman here, as you see, he doesn't actually have an icon. So people used to, look at this and they used to say, who is the First Horseman? People actually assumed that the First Horseman died in the blast in whatever that country was. I don't think it's named. They assumed that he died, detonating the bomb. So when you go years later and they bring this plot line back for Modern Warfare 3, that shit blew my fucking mind open. Genuinely, dude. I was actually blown the fuck away. I never forgot this. It's right there, by the way, like literally, the First Horseman. And it's a question mark because he's never shown in the game. Did they know back then that that's what they were going to do? Or did they just leave it open-ended and they just had no idea? I don't know. And I could ask AI, right? At this point I could. But, I didn't know. Genuinely, it blew my fucking mind when they brought that plot point back, man. Genuinely. One of the best pieces of writing, and it's in a COD game. But no one will ever know because no one plays Call of Duty for the fucking story. Because everyone just plays Call of Duty to slide around corners. So it's fucking, it's unfortunate. They stopped caring about COD campaigns, man. COD campaigns used to be once a year like super movies that were super fun and super interesting. And today they just suck. They don't even care anymore. They just give you Warzone slop and AI slop. Because they know they don't have to do anything, man. It just sucks. I'm literally in Hammerlock. Yeah, here we go. We're already... Sonia's calling us from down the hall. It's really stupid. Here she is. Anyway. I kind of want to play this now. It's awesome, man. Unless you're talking about Broforce. I didn't see Broforce. Sorry, Viv. I didn't see that. It's ridiculous, man. Even the shooters used to have campaigns worth playing, man. They would never have that today. It just wouldn't happen. It just sucks. They would just never do it. MW2 I didn't like as much as 4 and Modern Warfare 3. I feel like MW2 is kind of non sequiturs. It's really up to MW3 to kind of rein the story back into COD 4 levels. But I don't think it's bad. It's just not as interesting and exciting. Yeah, I mean, Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer was fun because everyone kind of was on the same level of skill and everyone was kind of like, just fucking around. But I had more fun in MW3. I preferred Specialist bonus. I thought Specialist was so fun. MW2's multiplayer really was kind of shit for balancing. Basically, people just ran around with the same 4 or 5 guns. I mean, that's how every game has evolved at this point. It's why run around with, different guns or anything? You could just run around with the same bullshit. UMP-45, Suppressor, Throwing Knife, Stun Grenade, Marathon, Stopping Power, Ninja. Why even bother? It's just not the same. By the way, they give these dudes the same theme as everyone else. It's whatever. God damn it, dude. Fuck you. And even Battlefield campaigns were worth it. And, like, I would play the Battlefield 6 campaign, but I'm not playing Battlefield 6 anymore. I don't care anymore. That game can go to hell. Genuinely. Like, when I think back on some of the top FPS campaigns I played, man, like Titanfall's up there, Battlefield Hardline's up there, COD 4, MW3's up there, Black Ops 1 and 2 are up there. Like, they're all really well done games, man. I genuinely love all of them. They're just so thought out. They're just very fun games. The likes of which you just really don't get enough of anymore. It sucks.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Alright.
Alright.
Yep, take it easy. I kind of stayed up, so I'm kind of not tired. But I have stuff to do, and this thing I need to do is not working, which kind of pisses me off, fundamentally. Which doesn't even make any sense, like, what the fuck? Good lord. It's interesting, like, how many, like, stories and specific things I remember sometimes when it comes down to, like, a lot of these games. Like, all the little things I remember from years of playing, like, various games all kind of pile up. And, like, you kind of toggle them in and out, what you do and don't remember, which I think is really fun. Like, COD campaigns used to just be the shit, man. Like, you could just sit down and play one for a couple hours. And no matter what, it was like 5 or 6 hours of just something different. You mess around. Like, that's why I bought Ghosts. Like, I didn't hate the Ghost campaign, but it just kind of existed, and I don't really even remember what happened with it. I just kind of remember the ending and the Fingers of God mission. I mean, I don't know. I think MW3 was more fun. Because, like, when you run Specialists, it really feels good. Black Ops 2 was kind of like, I would argue, the best, like, package a little bit. Because the campaign was the most different and unique. Yeah, I was never a big Zombies fan, though. Is this an ancient temple sky cannon of destruction? No, this is the top of Hammerlock Castle. No, aliens didn't build this. There's no evidence of aliens in Pokemon besides Deoxys. There's evidence of dudes from, like, another dimension, which is the Ultra Megapolis, but there's no evidence of aliens. Well, right, but I'm saying, like, there's no evidence of, like, super smart aliens, is what I mean to say. Ah, this dude's gonna fuck me up. This is gonna be really stupid. Bro, he goes for +6. Can I crit, please? Because if I have to quick attack this dude to death, it's gonna be really stupid. Alright, what moves could this thing possibly have? It's Fighting Fairy, right? I think? Or Steel Fairy? There's no way. It's gotta be quick attack ready. I've won this fight. Nope, I win. Alright, thanks, bucko. You're cooked? No. Well, he didn't use his steel move, so enjoy. Oh, Lord. Remember you could catch both legendaries in a Pokemon game? Both box legendaries? They only did it once, and then never did it again. Huh, the spin. No, don't kill them for reasons. You can't. Anyway. This thing has a really low catch rate, I'm pretty sure. Dude, Hop is the worst rival ever. Dude, Gladion really was not fucking around. Like, Gladion genuinely, like, wanted... He was angry. That dude was angry. He was on some silver levels of angry. This dude, Hop, is probably the worst rival ever. Remember when Wally went from being a sickly child and he became, like, basically a demon? Oh, it's Steel Fighting. It can't be that bad. Steel Fighting. Dauntless Shield. Raises his defense. What typing is Behemoth Bash? Is this Steel? It's gotta be, right? Ow. I live, bitch. I live, bitch. I came out with the wrong Pokemon first. Pain. Ow. Oh! Am I a fucking genius or what? Remember Crit Happy Charizard? Yeah. Critzard. Critzard came for blood. Just be glad doesn't know body press in this gen, I guess. Wasn't Zamazenta using like a Scarlet Violet raid or some shit? I can't remember for the life of me. It's been a long time. What's the catch rate on this thing? Is it low or is it high? I feel like it's high, right? It's gotta be. If I'm getting one rock, that's gotta be high, right? Correct? What is the catch rate on this fucking thing? Maybe it isn't as high as Ultra Necrozma, or as Necrozma. Because Necrozma was genuinely like, fucking what, 3? It was on the, no, Necrozma's on the same level as Caterpie. Why is this place so much like Emerald but fancy graphics? Because it's literally the same engine. That's why. Oh, all my Pokemon are weak to this, dude. Shit. I think I have to bring back Boltund to nuzzle this thing. That's my mistake. I thought this thing was super easy to catch. I made a mistake. I made a tactical error. Do you have a Master Ball? Yes. But why would I use it? I just got it. Very nice. The hero of many battles. Was asleep so long, people forgot about it. No, I'm not the Dauntless Shield. That's Avery. Avery's the positive, nice. Everyone wants to, you know, like if I show up, it's not the same energy as if Avery showed up, you know. Do I even have to do this final battle with Hop? Because I'm about to not do it.
Serious damage to whoever this lady is.
What the fuck? Sammy Sama, thank you for the sub. I wonder if they're on the stream or if they're watching something. Thanks for the sub. You know this is not happening in the redo playthrough, right? We're not getting this moment again.
I laid all the line. Oh, impressive. Impressive to say the least, man. God damn.
That's absolutely not happening on the redo playthrough for Three Houses. You know that, right? So, for the context there is that I used a ballista on the map, and it critically hit Lavislava, and instantly defeated her. And I didn't have to fight her on that mission. True story. That is a real thing that happened, unprompted on the original Golden Deer run. Alright, well, I'm not gonna... If I don't have to fight Hop, then I'm not doing it. Let's see. Get the Master Ball... Battle Tower, get Charmander, go inside the home of Han. Okay, so here's what we do. We're gonna go get this Charmander and Postwick, wherever the fuck that is. I don't care, I'm not fighting Hop again, I don't give a shit, go to hell. And then there's a couple other things we could do. There's a type null that we could also get from Winden. No, you cannot be a Bastion yet. It's not in the game. I will be forced to be a Bastion because I'm the main tank in this static. And they've decided to make it so that way certain classes can main tank and not others, apparently. So I will have to play it because we already have a Paladin. And I don't think I'll be able to convince Avery to play Warrior. So that's not happening, which is already fucked because why should I have to convince her to play another class besides the one she wants? Like, I like my role, she likes her class. The problem is our roles got switched by the game to be hard enforced. Because I could already tell you I'm gonna love fucking Evercold. Talk to the merchant on the right of Stone's side to get a Beast Ball? What do we care about that? And they only give you one, too. Like, they don't even make it purchasable. Full Charm, Money Fast, get Type Null. Alright, we have to go to Rose Tower. Might as well just dump this Type Null into Sword and into ZA. That's like 90% of this. Perfect. Alright, what else? Anything else? If you want a breed Pokemon, don't care. Alright, thank you, IGN. Very nice. Alright, let's go catch those Ponytas, by the way. What noises do Lalafels make? I cannot believe this stupid fucking meme has done the rounds so much. It's so dumb. No, that for this legend Pokemon, yeah, whatever. It is what it is. Alright, so how do I find Galarian Ponyta? Is it going to be in the grass or is it going to spawn in? Like, how does this work? Also, do we have anyone who can learn False Swipe? That would be, like, insanely helpful right now. You do. Perfect. Alright. It is kind of like the Golmore jungle. You're actually very right about that. Too right, mate. That's not... I gotta get the fuck out of here. Remember when this thing crashed my fucking game? Never seen that happen before in a Switch game. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I could have told you that Sword was definitely going to be the better game between the two. Easily. What? Hatchrim? Yeah, it was a couple streams ago when I was first coming through this area. I spent like, what was it, like 10 minutes catching a Shiinotic, and then the game immediately crashed. Oh my god. It's a 10% random grass encounter. I mean, it could be a Switch 2 thing. It also could just be that this game fucking sucks. It could be both at the same time. So who knows why it happened. The only thing that matters is that it did happen. I mean, we could just breed this one that Ash gave me. Like, if we don't find it in, like, a couple of minutes, I'm probably done, guys. I think that's a good enough amount of everything. Just being honest. Yeah, I might just trade everything back and then just breed it. Call it a fucking day. because I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm not getting anything from this that I didn't already have. I hate that you said that, and I wish you wouldn't. Well, this is the last stream of Pokemon Shield, so whatever happens, it's done, guys. I'm just letting everyone know. I mean, it was basically the same as Sword. What the fuck? Oh. So, you already know my thoughts on this game. I don't have to sit here and lecture you all on it. Now that it's done, I'm done. I don't really care. Here we go. I would like to catch a few so I have different Pokeballs that I could breed them with, right? But 10%'s pretty low, and I'm kind of lazy. Definitely with a Master or with a Luxury Ball. FE, yeah, I'm gonna play Fire Emblem tomorrow. Have to. Because I've wrapped up like 4 games. So it's all good. I've finished both of those Gears games we were playing, even though I haven't even uploaded Gears 5 at all. I'm playing Fire Emblem Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday until I beat it. It's gonna be like the next 3 weeks is just nothing but Fire Emblem. It won't take me that long if I play it every single day, but I just want to get it done and beaten, so if I could do 2 things a night, then that's optimal, you know? Alright, I only need to... Technically, I really only need to catch 1 more. I just want to catch in a Premier Ball. And then we're good. And the only reason I have to catch it in this game is because it doesn't exist in any other game. So... Impidem. Is this in ZA? I don't think so, right? It can't be. Sorry, not Impidem, Morgrim. I just think it'll be interesting whenever they make the mainline Pokemon games stop having traditional turn-based. That's what they said they want to do, and that's why Champions exist, so who knows? Wind and Waves might have more active combat, guys. I think that they're very serious. If you know anything about Game Freak, they are 100% serious about committing to their ideas, whether they're shitty or smart or stupid. That's kind of how they operate, so... I wouldn't be surprised if that's actually what happens. I know a lot of people like the traditional shit. Yeah, it's basically FF12, pretty much. With less controls and less pausing. Again, my biggest issues with ZA is the clipping on some Pokemon. They can't get through certain doors. And, the small decks, basically. And, like, yes, technically every game has a cut dex. But only having about 232 Pokemon in the base game is not great. ZA Legends had more, but it was only 10 more, and it was just because they crammed a bunch of legendaries into it, to be fair. ZA probably actually has more base Pokemon than Legends, but Legends has, like, what? The Genbu... What is it? Not Genbu. The 4 Chinese beasts, whatever, the 4 Zodiacs, or whatever. It has all the Gen 4 legendaries, which is a shit ton. Like, there's a lot of Pokemon it just has, so. They should make a super hard, gritty Pokemon game. The Pokemon Company will never allow that in a million years. The grittiest Pokemon games you're going to get are probably Conquest and Coliseum. Coliseum is literally like Team Terrorist. Like, they just don't give a shit. Like, more so than Team Rocket. Like, you thought the Team Rocket grunts couldn't hold the whips anymore, bro? Coliseum might be the only game that ever upped the ante. Team Snag'em does not give a shit, and Cypher is straight evil. And that's why I have to respect Team Snag'em for being like, we don't want to work with you anymore. Like, y'all are evil, and we're evil, but we're not that evil. And that's the problem, is that, like, every single Pokemon game since then has been, like, a downgrade. Right, but you never see Mew pregnant with Mewtwo. And I'm sure if they were to redo it today, they would probably remove that whole literal pregnant line. Like, they might use give birth in a more metaphorical sense. I think that was just the 90s and people didn't care. If they remade that today, they probably would remove that line. And if you had to see it, it would be metaphorical. It wouldn't be literal. I don't even think Mew would spawn an egg. You can visit... What? Where was Mew pregnant like that? In what game? You never get to see... You don't even... What games do you even catch Mew in legitimately? Without an event? No, Mewtwo isn't in the Burned Mansion. Mewtwo's in Cerulean Cave. Oh, you mean walking Pokemon. I'm sorry. Wait, that's it. What game is that? Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee? Or Heart Gold Soul Silver? No, it can't be Heart Gold Soul Silver. It has to be Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Because there's no walking, there's no Cinnabar Island anymore in the time of Johto. I mean, maybe, I don't know, but then he's vat grown. I would argue it's a cell culture and not an actual live birth. Those notes probably shouldn't be taken literally, because if you really think about those notes, they say things like Indian elephant. Well, India probably doesn't exist in the Pokemon universe. It was just something they put in, you know? No, I know how cloning works. I'm just saying I don't think they're actually gonna have Mew squeeze out Mewtwo, man. You're not. It's going to be metaphorical. Oh my god, I'm never catching this. There's no way the Pokemon Company is going to. The Pokemon Company already handles topics like death with kid gloves, dude. They're not going to fucking have live birth or implied pregnancy in a Pokemon game. Are you kidding me? You could hear the reeing from here. All those fucking Karens and soccer moms that subject their sons to infinite amounts of their dating life and bullshit and treat them like terrible shit would absolutely lose their shit at the notion of Pokemon having pregnancy in it. Are you kidding me? Team Rocket ate tummy Slowpoke tails? I think he means yummy. But yes, and that was already an edgy plot point. They're not gonna have pregnancy, dude. Even then, they tell you that the Slowpokes regrow their tails. So it's not like this horrible thing that maims them for life. But yes, ever since Gen 2, have you seen any Pokemon games like go that level with their villainous team? Thank you. Almost never. They almost never do. Every single team since like Gen 5 has been watered down and sanitized because they don't want anyone to get offended by it. They want to make sure that no one gets offended by anything in Pokemon. This franchise has sanitized itself 1,000 times over. Oh my god, I should catch it in a love ball. Oh fuck, this is gonna ruin my whole life. That's like so necessary for no fucking reason, isn't it? Because I can't catch it in ZA. If I could catch it in ZA in a love ball, I would just save the game and do it 1,000 times over. Oh, I have to do that. Shit. My life is fucking... Ugh, I'm gonna hate myself. I only get one shot. The worst part is that I have to wait for the 10% chance for it to show up, and then I fucking get it. Okay, well, I'll stay around for just a little bit longer. And maybe one in a heal ball? Because I'm not coming back to this. Once I do this, I'm done. I mean, right, but like Lysander making a vague threat to fire a fictional cannon is different than something sexual, dude. Like, I hope you understand that. Like, there's a reason why Looney Tunes and all these other shows never actually showed anything like that one Ren and Stimpy cartoon that was made for adults. Like, when you add anything lewd or sexual to stuff, it changes it entirely. Like, oh, I'll blow you up with dynamite has a different vibe to I'll shoot you with a gun. Has a different vibe to let's show NSFW stuff. You know, those are like 3 or 4 different levels that they just don't want to include. And I kind of understand why. They're going to get grilled by 1,000 different organizations, left or right, up or down. Yes, they have scrapped a lot of those plot lines. You don't remember Hojo in Final Fantasy VII? Hojo in FF7 was implying a lot of crazy, weird shit. My hero, anyway. And even in the remake, they toned him down. Why? Because it's different in the modern day. They just don't want to. They don't want to go that hard. And I mean, I can't. Shit. I saved, right? Because I'm about to blow this shit sky high. Honestly, I should have brought someone who has hypnosis. If I don't get it on this first attempt, then I will do that. But I did catch it with a Premier Ball, right? How hard could it be? Every manga in the 90s had to have... Yeah, it was a big genre trope, to be fair. So that's why they had it. It was just a trope of the genre. Nowadays, it would be looked down upon. Like, even... You remember Elfen Lied. You definitely know what Elfen Lied is, right? Like, they did the same shit. Like, today, they wouldn't fly. But back then, it was kind of okay. Trigun and Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, I love those. Really? This is my only option? What about Vileplume? Do you have Sleep Powder? I'd have to teach it Sleep Powder. Does anyone have Sleep Powder by default? See, my least favorite, but also kind of my favorite thing about Trigun is the first season of Trigun is just like wacky bullshit, and then the second season of Trigun is like incredibly fucked up storylines. It's like there's no in between. There's just no chill in Trigun whatsoever. Like you basically have to pick. And Trigun is like, you know what would be really cool if I'm using this thing. You know what would be really cool if this story started to become about, like, fucked up alien creatures, like, taking over the world, basically, and fighting for dominance. Trigun is actually really, like, fucked up. But I actually like that a little bit, but it also, you know, look, I know not every anime could be 100 episodes, but it feels, like, very weird when the first 12 episodes, like, wacky Yahoo fun time, and then the tonal shift is massive. But Nicholas D. Wolfwood might be one of my favorite anime characters. Bro is a priest and he uses a cross-shaped machine gun. That shit is so cool. And it's a 90s anime, so you know it gets that style for being just like a perfect encapsulation of what anime was like at its real peak. There's some 2000s anime that's good, don't get it twisted. Like Naruto and Bleach are obviously god-tier anime, like everyone knows that. But nothing beats, like, 90s anime. Like, that was just a different... You just had to be there for it, you know? It was just a different era with different things. And that's what made it fun. Watching, you know, anime in the 90s genuinely shaped my life, you know, in the way that, like, video games also did as well. Shinonic. Oh yeah, I didn't watch the Trigun Netflix show. Sorry, I don't watch Netflix adaptations. I even forgot it happened, to be honest with you. And I didn't watch the Netflix Yu Yu Hakusho show, even though I haven't heard anything about it, good or bad. Basically, I only watched like half of One Piece Season 1 because my friends were watching it, so I was like, fuck it, I'll watch it. But most of these I just didn't watch. I guess it can't be that bad if I didn't hear anything about it, right? So that kind of works out. Oh, I'm the talk of the town. This is going to be so esoteric. I love the Apricorn balls, but I wouldn't care if they just brought them back in like every future game. It's really stupid. And they have, right? Since Heart Gold Soul Silver, they have. But you know, it's like, what do you want, right? Like, I don't know. What? Dude, you say the weirdest shit. No, it's because I caught this exclusive Pokemon in a rare Pokeball. You only get one of those in the game. So the last thing we'll do is we'll find one and we'll catch it in a heal ball, and then I'm actually done, guys. I saved, right? Save again. I think I did, but I'm saving again. Yes, you only get one of the Apricorn balls. Yes. You cannot get farmable Apricorn balls. You can't just walk into a store and buy them. So the Love Ball, the Moon Ball, the Level Ball, the Lure Ball, the Heavy Ball, and like one other one, I forget. You only get one of them, ever. What about Gardevoir? You could catch them in ZA. In ZA, you could get duplicates of them, I believe, right? I'll check after this. I'm pretty sure in ZA you could randomly pick them up or something. How do you get alternate Apricorn balls in ZA? Does anyone know? Dax might know, but Dax, I don't think he's played this game. Pokemon, I can't type. Shield, Love Ball. You might be able to get it from, like, raids. You get one free one. Combine specific Apricorn combinations in the Isle of Armor DLC for a small chance to craft one. There you go. Repeatedly winning the Galarian Star Tournament or the Winden Champion Cup offers a very low random chance to win additional Apricorn balls. See, that's the problem. It's like, you can't just walk in and buy it. It's stupid. And I've said this forever. I said this in Gen 4. I was like, why? Well, in Gen 4, you make them. And what you could do with Kurt is every day after school, I would run the entire map and pick up all the Apricorn balls in Heart Gold. And then I would just dump them in Kurt's, you know, on Kurt and say, like, all right, Kurt, here you go. But that's the thing. Like, think about how many Pokemon have been added since Gen 4. You know, you just, if they're not in ZA and they're not in this game, you can't do it. And even then, you only get one free one, and then one of them is DLC, and then the other one is from a fucking tournament. You see what I mean? Like, you can't even reliably get Apricorn balls over and over. It's incredibly stupid. But, like a lot of things in Pokemon, I mean, at this point, can you even get it in Gen 9? And yeah, you get it as a reward, but that's it. How do you farm it? Yeah, you could get it at auctions. It's stupid. It's just dumb. Like, are you really going to sit here for hours refreshing the auction house? Like, no. So I'm just not going to do it. ZA is the only game that you can reliably get Apricorn balls, and even then you don't get a ton. It's rare. So that's why people, like, treat this so, like, divinely, because it's hard to get extra balls. So that's why I wanted to catch that Galarian Ponyta in that Love Ball, because I think that's awesome. I think it's so perfect. Like, normally I'm not into horses at all. Like, I don't like the aesthetic of horses. Especially most horse Pokemon I just don't like, besides, like, Zebstrika. But I don't know. I think that Galarian Rapidash is actually pretty cool looking in like a weird My Pony, like, but better way. I don't know. It's really hard to explain. I'm not a brony. Let's see. Yeah, you get them from the Infinite ZA Royale, but it's very low odds. So as you can see, I don't exactly have a ton, but even in this game, I could catch, like, stuff with, I have a handful, okay? Fastball, friend ball, lure ball, level ball. They should just let you buy it. Like, even if they were overly expensive, it would be better than this. It's just really stupid. Yeah, Keldeo was the first Pokemon I was like, this is just brony bait. Like, this isn't, like, even a real Pokemon. It's just brony bait. But as you already know, like, in this playthrough, I already caught, like, oh, by the way, I did get my, Shelfa. And I changed my outfit a little bit. I decided to mix it up just a little bit, because, I've been playing this game a bit. So we're like the red danger. I don't know. But yeah, I've been catching a bunch. I've been playing this a little bit on my off time, right? So we have a Alpha Houndour in here somewhere. So we could turn this into the Devil Dog that I want to make it. I hate what you just put in my fucking chat, and that's why I'm going to be out of here in a minute. Anyway, I will, probably move most of that stuff. I have to get Ash to trade Zamazenta. Because that's it. There's no other legendaries in Sword and Shield, by the way. There's none. That's it. It's literally Zamazenta, Zacian, and Eternatus. There's no other legendaries in the base game. And I will never play the DLC. So, I want to thank everyone who showed up. Thanks Narg, thanks Vif, thanks Warlord, thanks Ash, thanks Dax, thanks Max for showing up, thanks Pokemon Trader Man, and that other dude that was telling me to add him on Telegram, for fuck's sake. Anyway, I want to thank everyone. Wait. Okay, hurry up, because it is already 12:24. What's an apricot? A fruit. In real life, it's a fruit. An apricorn is what they make the Pokeballs out of. That's what Kurt works on. So you give him different colored apricorns that spawn throughout the Johto region, and then he will work on those balls. Now, back in Gen 2, he could only make one ball a day, regardless of however many you had. So you would give him, like, for example, a yellow apricorn, and he would make a fastball. But in Gen 2, he could only make one fastball, even if you had, like, 20 yellow apricorns. In Gen 4, you could just give him all of one type, and he'll just have it ready the next day. That's how the system worked. It was great. So in my heart, in fact, where's my DS? It's somewhere. I don't know where I put my DS. Obviously. Now I need it. I don't know where it is. That's not it. Here it is. And by the way, I guess I can't take Shield out. Oh, I'm sorry. We can't play Fire Emblem this Saturday, because I promised I would do, what's it called? Star Fox. So Fire Emblem gets a stay of execution for Saturday. And then we will play, going forward, we'll do it on something else. So, here, I will boot up my Heart Gold. Because I don't keep my 3DS on unless I'm going to use it. Ancient hardware at this point. And yes, they have a Twilight Princess theme for the 3DS. It's really crazy. I only have like 4 themes on my 3DS anyway. So, it's like Metroid, it's Samus Returns, Twilight Princess, and then Pokemon Gold and Silver. So, here, we'll boot this up. 520 hours exactly. Holy shit. I think I copied all these Pokemon. I gotta make sure all these Pokemon are imported. How many Apricorn balls do I even have? Okay, I did illegitimately hack a lot, but I have 123 Love Balls. Does that count? Oh, fuck, did I add 999 Timer Balls? I have a bunch of stuff. Yeah, you could give them multiple, but I used to do this every single day. This is just making me nostalgic, man. I miss playing this game. I would come home from school every day and play this. And I hacked in 99 TMs of each TM because, like, what the fuck? It's really stupid. I genuinely love Gen 4, man. Gen 4 is so fun. Like, it's just genuinely such a fun time. You could tell that they really made this with love, right? So, like, for example, you could turn on the GB sounds, and it turns on the Gen 2 sound effects for all the areas, and I think they even made, like, Gen 2 music for areas that didn't exist in Gen 2. Like, does it get any better than this, man? This shit genuinely makes me so nostalgic. I was 6 years old and I didn't know anything about the world and things were awesome and you're just kind of roaming around. You know, like, Gen 2 music is so good, man. And I used to genuinely play this every day, man. Oh, I don't... Where's my Pokemon that knows Fly? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Kind of sucks. I took Fly off of my Noctowl so I could actually use it in battle. So you have to have a Fly slave in these old gens. That's like the only thing that sucks. Unfortunately. You can't always win. In fact, how many times have I entered the Elite Four? Or the Hall of Fame? The last time I did the Hall of Fame was September 4th, 2018. Really? Or does it just stop counting at 16? Yeah, I think it just stops counting. I've entered the Hall of Fame 64 times. Yeah. It stops counting at your 64th Hall of Fame entry, apparently. Didn't know that. In fact, what's the first one? Oh lord, you have to actually tab through this manually? That kind of sucks. A bunch of August 12ths, a bunch of 2011s. Still going. I have a Solomon's in here for my Sapphire, if you can believe it. Nope. It only stores like 30 Hall of Fames. Yeah, so my original Hall of Fame is lost, man. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, they don't make them like they used to. This is when Pokemon was at its peak, man. I would have defended these dudes to the fucking death. Oh yeah, and then I have a shiny Geodude, by the way, that I found randomly in Mount Moon. I think I've told that story before. When did I catch this, actually? And I'm gonna be out of here in like a minute. December 10th, 2018. Met at level 8. I mean, now we have tons of shiny Geodudes, but this one's organic. What ball did I catch it in, actually? That's a good question. Premier, because I'm smart. This is before I had my luxury ball fetish, honestly. Yeah, I don't know, man. It sucks. I really wish they wouldn't destroy Pokemon. By removing the ability to trade forward. That really kind of sucks. I wish they would just integrate that into Pokehome. But, you know, like, they're kind of just not... I don't really like the Pokemon Company. I mean, in case that wasn't fucking obvious. It just kind of sucks. It is what it is. I wasn't a plumber? What the hell does that mean? I was still a doe-eyed 14-year-old going to high school. And then the year before, when I was still in middle school, I was playing Pokemon Platinum. Now that was a lifetime ago. No, I'm not into the trades. What? I'm not a plumber. The fuck? Let's, fly. I just hate that you can't fly from Johto to Kanto. It really sucks. You have to fly to the... You have to use the Elite Four as, like, a spring-off point. Didn't I fix apartments? That was, like, over a decade and some change ago, dude. Domino s'mores are good. Their brownies are good. Ah, okay. I can't, I gotta stop. Because I'll be here all night just playing music. It's okay. Anyway, now this video has been claimed for stupid reasons, I want to thank everyone who showed up again. Thanks, World. Thanks, Narc. Thanks, Viv. Thanks, Zach. Thanks, Ash. Thanks, Pokemon Tritterman. Thanks, anyone else who showed up. I'm out of here. I'm going to go eat. Have a good one. Good night, folks. Enjoy. Tomorrow is Fire Emblem. Wait, I have to end the stream over here first.